So below we're talking about moon energy to each and every one of you guys. If this is your first time my live, my name is Chief Apostle Samuel Jr. I am the apostle and pastor of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, and my beliefs are deeply rooted in the ATRs. The ATRs are the African traditional religion by which we harness, direct, and disperse energy, frequency, and vibration. To each and every one of you guys, thank you so much for joining us on this platform. This platform is for melanated people, people that are into the ATRs in the church, as well as the people that are not in the church but got church influence. To each and every one of you guys that are here endeavoring into learning what real conjure, mysticism, and energy is all about. What's up, my love, my Taurus in the house? What's up, my Gemini, Mother Susan? To each and every one of you guys, these are information that I give out to each and every one of those that will listen, and I endeavor to give out not my personal practice or my personal beliefs, but universal laws, because universal laws apply to each and every one of us. Um, to each and every one of my air signs, my fire signs, to my earth signs, and my water signs. First of all, I want to say salutations to my Padrino, and to my Oba, and to all of my brothers and sisters in Ifa, Voodoo, Santeria, Lakumi, Congo, Palo, and Mystic Energy. What's up, my Boaz in the house? This particular lesson, and I'm going to say some things. Um, I'm going to say this for Black American people. I'm going to say to this for people that work with me, don't work with me, give me their time, their energy, to whether watch my lives or watch the replays. What's up, my Stormy, my Sagittarius from Chicago? What's up, my Ryan? I'm going to say some real shit. And the reason why this needs to be said, because I see this over and over and over. I say on this live, and you can go back through my lives and you'll hear me say I've been doing magic since I was a child. I've been doing magic. I got one of those patches on my forehead. I'm dealing with this COVID. Um, hello. And I want to say some real shit. I don't want you to get offended. I just want you to give me a little opportunity, give me a little grace, give me a little trust. For as long as you have been tuning in to me, I have told you I was born, I was chosen, and I have disclosed in transparency of the things that I went through, the things that I've accomplished, the things that I've endured. I'm 52 years of age, and I am going through the healing and recovery of COVID. But I'm also able to get out of my bed and go travel down to Miami, purchase my Oduduwa stuff, negotiate with people, also to get orders out. I do all of these things. What's up, my Kanisha in the house? What's up, my jealous sweets? Now, the reason why I want to discuss this, as above, so below, we're talking about moon energy and growth. I have had so many profound compliments. I've had so many people tell me, I trust you, Apostle, with my life. I've had people to declare to me their infectious love for me, men and women. I have people told me, Apostle Ely, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. I have had people to tell me my child would have been dead. I have people have told me I wouldn't have what I got if it wasn't for you. Talk to me. My subject is why you don't take the advice of your spiritual advisor. I had a member of my church used to call me her spiritual advisor. The reason why I took offense to her calling me her spiritual advisor, number one, she cannot afford me. She's never given tithe that will imply she saw me as a consultant. You can't afford my actual skill. The people that are around me cannot even afford me. And I receive $150 for a consultation fee. And you can't afford that. You can't afford that in a consistency. The reason why you hire a consultant is because of their level of expertise, their connection to their skill set. The reason why you hire a general contractor because he or she has the connection and the license to function to build your house or your business. I've never seen so many ignorant people that have never prayed a prayer of divine healing and healed themselves or their loved ones. But you're going to tell me what's possible. You don't have nowhere in your bloodline of anybody that has the Ache, the Chi, and the Prana. But you can't take my advice. I was talking to my what's up, my baby Scorpio? I was talking to the mother of the church, and I'm gonna say some things. My mortgage, my personal mortgage, my church don't pay for me. I pay for my own mortgage. But the mortgage that I have is more than her mortgage and her daughter and her husband put together. But I can't tell you nothing. When people are spending more money than you're fucking making, when people are living a lifestyle that you wish you're looking in magazines and on Facebook and all that I actually live, why wouldn't you take my advice? When I have won wars with conjurers, mystic, ajays, root workers, Obeah men, Obeah women, why wouldn't I know what to tell you in your given situation? What's up, Raina in the house 69? What is the purpose of you not taking the advice of your spiritual advisor? Somebody said cause you black. No, not just I'm black, I'm a man. Because somewhere in you, you think you're smarter than me. You have no proof, no evidence. I have higher education than you. I have a young man that has 2 master's degrees. And he has not made more. I have a associate degree. And I made more money than him with his 2 master's degrees. Him and his wife. And she a RN. How the fuck I can't guide you? This is what wrong with black people. I shouldn't have to throw my qualifications. If you don't have a person in your immediate circle that is a multi-millionaire, and I got 3. I have uncles, aunties that have businesses generating money. And you have the nerve, the embroidery, not to take my advice. I have brought people back from the death door. More than one occasion. I have a track record. I ain't just got a track record. I've been had a track record in my teens. I really want you to understand my frustration. I was going through my baby Scorpio videos, and she was talking about how she wanted Seven to have the attention that she felt like she didn't get. But her math was wrong. Your mother had more kids. She had spread her attention. You only have one child. She can get all your time. I was the only child for 9 years. I got every goddamn thing I wanted. But when my mother had my sister, she had to spread her attention. Some of y'all so unrealistic. Your math is off. Your complaints are in the wrong department. When I call certain companies, they ask me the reason for my calling so they can direct me to the right department that can answer my question or resolve my situation. When you're delusional, when you're not factoring in certain things, you're coming up with the wrong conclusion. Not one time, every single time. My grandmother had 9 children. I only have 3. And I still ain't a millionaire. I'm almost there. She can tell me something. That's why I go to her. Because if you can make it and die at 59, I'm about to be 53. And you, against all odds, you as a woman, a dark-skinned woman with 9 kids, I can take your advice. I can take your fucking advice. If you're already running business and you've been running business for years and you've never had to shut your business down, that's why some things don't make sense to me. I said I have been pastoring my own church since 2001. Solo dolo. It's 2025. I got to know some shit to endure. From one presidency to the next. And pastoring black people that don't believe in giving. I understood my purpose of when I was going through my spirituality, that even though I was taking my spiritual dad advice, I didn't know on a botanica. I knew that. I didn't know why I knew that. I knew what I liked it about what he was doing, and I knew what I did. But the advice of running a business, I was going to take. He's the one that directed me to business administration. What's the fucking, if you can't bring those papers off the wall, and if you can't make money off your paper, I don't care if it's a license, I don't care if it's a certification. That bitch need to work for you. That pussy need to work for you. That ass need to work for you. That gift you got need to make room for you. And you ain't figured that out. Why would I take your advice? What's up, Chironda? Aloha, Miranda. Chironda, my Aries, and my Aquarius, Miranda, in Hawaii. I was with Chironda the other day, having COVID. And I've been utilizing these patches like crazy. And on the way to the jetty, because I was going to the ocean to take pictures, we were walking and Chironda fell. And I offered her my hand to help her up. And she refused. And she picked herself up and began to walk. And I had so much other disgust for her as a woman. I said, every opportunity that you get to be a lady, to allow a man to help you in your situation, you refuse it. Some of y'all are so dykish. Some of y'all are so independent. You never seize an opportunity to be soft. Because you want to keep that idea in your head that all men are no good. Every man that tried to help me, they trying to hurt me. You so fucked up in your head. Even with the evidence that this man got my best interest at heart, I still can't receive proper help. I don't know how to respond to his counsel. I don't know how to respond to his advice. I have people going through right now have the nerve, the embroidery, not to be on my lives. And they don't understand why I'm looking at them so crazy. I make more money than you and your husband. If anybody know how to make a dollar, Apostle Ela does. If anybody know how to heal himself, Apostle Ela do. If anybody know how to defend himself, Apostle Ela do. What's the purpose of you being here? What is the purpose? I tell people all the time, and they get offended. I say, why are you at my church? And you don't want to listen. I had people out there competing with me, going out and buying houses, trying to have a bigger house than me. And the truth of the matter is, I bought my house brand new with equity because I'm smart. While you out there competing with people, now you in the upside down. Now you got to work extra years to even get equity in your house. When I started out with equity, I don't have to be in a relationship with nobody to have what I have. I want to talk to somebody. I don't have to be in no goddamn relationship. I don't have to put up with one saint in order to have a church. Why is not my advice golden? If you're a man, if you bisexual, if you gay, if you straight, why wouldn't you take my advice? You can't out-fuck me with a man or a woman. You don't even have my testimony. You don't have nowhere in your phone the level of texts that I have, even at my age. But his advice, I can't take. He not struggling. He had COVID, and this is the worst I look during COVID. I'm 52 years old, and COVID is an upper respiratory virus. And I've been kicking COVID ass. Yesterday, I came from Fort Lauderdale, got dressed, showered, got dressed, went to church, did my live, did a video, took some pictures, then left there and went to the jetty, got to the jetty, and they had so many cars there, so we had to park further down, which means the jet is already long, and I was going to the other end of it. I'm talking about after I did all of that. I'm 52 years old. I walked all the way from that point up to the jetty, did my picture, and walked back, and then we went out to eat. And then when I went out to eat, after that, I got home and did a live on Facebook. And here I am again. And you don't want to take my advice. I done bought and paid off 3 BMW from the actual car lot, not the buy and pay here. I have a family that is in business. My website has never been shut down. From the conception of it to right now. How you can't take my advice? I done turned everything from my TikTok account, from my YouTube, I turned it into a flourishing economic business. I've taken my pain and turned it into victory. I've taken my adversity and turned it into an elixir of wisdom. I've taken rejection and accepted being chosen. I'm an alchemist. And you can't take my advice. I have told you how to make $1 out of 15 cents. And you still don't take my advice. Every time you take my advice, you end up in a better position. You want to tell everybody on this platform how much you love me, but you don't want to tell everybody how many times you reject my advice. You can't love somebody like that and not take their advice. You can't trust somebody like that. Anything that I have offered, my Kanisha is the youngest person on my platform. I want Kanisha, in her heart of hearts, in all the honesty that she knows, that if she feels like any advice that I have given her that she has not seen results, I would like her to say it. Apostle, I took your advice about this and it didn't work. Apostle, I took your advice about finance, this and it worked. Tell me what I shared with you that did not put you in a better position. Please, ma'am, in front of all these people, put my black motherfucking ass on Front Street, if you don't mind. I'm a chief apostle. I am giving you permission to disclose and expose me that what I told you did not work out, and it's not working out. And you will no longer further utilize my services or my product because they don't work. Please, ma'am, if you don't mind. Please, ma'am, if you don't mind, expose my black ass. I can't say that I have seen results from the guidance you have given me. Everybody on this platform should be shamed. I have tried to get all of y'all ahead of the game because I am not a reactive person. I am proactive. I believe in getting ahead of the situation. I don't just warn you about what to come. I tell everybody wherever they are in their life, economic, education-wise, what to do as black American people. So if Kanisha can't say that, that means Monique can't say that. That means Miss Mother Susan can't say that. But that means Triwanda with her 30-year ass with me can't say that. If Bo can't say it, if Demetrius can't say it, if Jelly Sweets can't say it, if Kingmaker can't say it, then why do you tune in? Everybody come in, learn, pull from my tree, eat from my tree, and then go out and try to outdo me. And they fail. Call me Pops, call me Dad, call me Chief Apostle Ely, and treat me like I'm a little goddamn Indian. How you think so much of me and not take my advice? I drop gems that people will make y'all motherfucking ass pay for. I freely drop it because I want you to win. I connect your dots. I offer you classes that I can get paid $1,500 or $3,000. Cause I'm for the flex on some of y'all ass. I got connection that you have no idea what I have. And I still share with you, no matter where you are, whether you're making $20,000 a year, whether you're making $30,000 a year, whether you're a single mom, whether you're a single dad, whether you a married man, whether you gay, whether you straight. I give you all kind of ingenuity, ability to accommodate your situation. If you sick, I got some shit for you. If you and your husband sick, where would your life be if you had met me earlier? If you had started applying earlier? If you're working for somebody, I'll show you how to do it. If you working for yourself, I'll show you how to do it. If you got education. Let me tell y'all some shit. When I tell you most people that don't listen to me should be the first person to live in, Sharonda on here. Sharonda has very little education and intellect. And she got on this one job. When I looked at the job, I said, this is a job for her. She got up making $40,000 a year on that job. And she got fired. She got fired from that job. I told Sharonda when she got fired, I said, go back and get an application and bring it to me. She said, Daddy, they got me in the file as doing the hire. I said, Sharonda, this is why I get so upset. You talking to a miracle worker. You're talking about to a conjurer. You're talking to a divine being. When I tell you I don't understand y'all, when I offer you millionaire opportunity to get into my spells, you should be out there clawing your way for these opportunities. And you sitting around like Donald Trump and this administration ain't gonna cut your fucking checks off. You acting like they ain't finna come for your subsidized income and your housing and your HUD. I don't have a Fannie Mae loan. I got a conventional loan. And it still ain't safe with this motherfucker. I don't understand it. So I told her, I said, Sharonda, don't worry about that. I'm the motherfucker that been doing work since a child, that family been doing all kind of crooked shit that I've been helping them get off. What do I care that they put you in, don't rehire? But because your fucking ass and the people you grew up with telling you that's stupid. But she right here exposed my black ass. Did you get that job back? Did you get the job back at the same company that fired you and put you in as don't rehire? Did you get it back? I'm waiting on you. I'm waiting on you. But you can't take my advice. When somebody had brought you back from death's door multiple times, that's the nigga you ain't listening to. When I say it's so absurd, it's so irrational, it's so mind-blowing, how these people got all these testimonies and they don't want to listen to me. They don't want to listen to my financial advice. I come out on top every single time. Tell me which one of y'all done seen me go through. Monique was in the church and I was weak when I was going through my anemia. Monique left the church with me on the floor. You know how many times Monique done told me how much she loved me? But Monique got in her car with her mother and drove off. I don't mistreat people the way they treat me. That's why there was an episode on Superman when Lex Luthor, I felt that. When Lex Luthor stabbed Superman in his back with kryptonite and pushed him into the ocean. And Superman was plummeting to the bottom, getting weaker and weaker. Lois Lane, a mortal, no superpowers, because because her heart was really with Superman. She dropped her ass in that water, and she went after him. Did she know whether she gonna live or not? She didn't know, but she went in there after him. I've never seen so many bitches and women and men claim to honor me and what I bring to the table, and they can see me down and walk off. Don't even consider. Moses, his hands are shaking. Let me steady his hand. It don't even come to their mind. No less than actually doing it. I want y'all to really think of how much advice that this man has given me freely. And I don't offer him a nickel, a dime, or a quarter. And I say I'm a good woman. I say I'm a good man. I've gotten a consultation from him, and he still check up on me. He's not getting paid. He dropping knowledge, wisdom, understanding in the group chat like we paying a subscription. He couldn't get paid for all of that. He don't have to introduce us to shit. And he turned around and lowered the branch so we can obtain it. And we mad with him because he won't hand it to us. Because if you can lower it, you're strong enough to put it into my hand. Why won't you just give it to me? I already done signed my church name to your shit. What more should you expect from me? I already done lost and sacrificed trying to help you. And you still don't listen to me. How can you say I've been and done all these things for you and you don't take my advice? What's the point of being around a conjurer and you don't learn how to conjure? Everything I offer on my website is for you to empower yourself. It don't do it for me. Because I got every goddamn thing I need here for me and mine. I'm trying to offer you an opportunity to have things in your life. Whether you in a fixed income or not. Whether you have a business or not. whether you own a home or not. I show you. I teach you. I sacrifice. I give you stuff that I know I can get paid for. When y'all say that y'all want people to help black people are some of the most ungrateful ass people you ever want to meet in your life. The people that I've helped in my lifetime were the same people that tried to make me kiss their ass. I was the first person when you got into what you thought you had it going on. I was the first person you attacked. The first person that gave you an opportunity that nobody was ever would have gave you. Black people make me marvel at their ignorance. When you research me and you find out I am authentically who I say I am, instead of you getting closer, you get further. The more real you find out that I am, the more afraid you become. The more consistent that I am, the less you trust me. When you didn't have nothing, you trusted me with your little. Now that you got a little more than you ever had, now you don't trust me? I didn't fuck over you with your dollar. I didn't fuck over you with your $5. I didn't fuck over you with your 10, your 20, your 30, your 40, and your $50. But now that you got $120, now you don't trust me? How does that make sense? When you were living with your mama, I was I was smart enough. Now that you got your own shit, I ain't smart enough. I was smart enough to help you get your own shit. But now that you got your own shit, I ain't smart enough. Now everybody else can tell you something. I have I have disgraced so many people. I had a young lady was in my church, and she got in my congregation, and all my stupid ass saints let this girl stand up and talk about how she felt so bad for me in Minister Mario and all the money that we spent in Ocha, and she gonna go and get crowned in another country. And I take great pleasure, because she in our group chat, one of them. I say, you still feel sorry for me? Look at where I am and you at. Look at where Mario at. And look at where you at. Or do you feel still sorry for me? I'm a Sagittarius. When you say shit like that, I'll never let you live it down. Feel sorry for me, bitch. I ain't mad with you. I want you to feel sorry for me. The truth is, I should feel sorry for you. Because you thought there was a cheaper way. Because you thought you were so smart. Because you were living, you had your own house. I own property, bitch. Me and Mr. Mario was never going to go hungry if I had to spring broke. You know why? Because I have an inheritance and I got a family that got money. So I was never going to fall. When all them stupid people left my church and thought I was going to fall because Minister Mario died, Mr. Mario don't pay my bills. Minister Mario, son of a Josie, do not pay my bill. He left me in charge of all his stuff, and I ain't spent one of his dollars, one of his dime. And I still do for his daughter. Matter of fact, she just texted me that she got a 3.8, and she gonna be graduating with high honors. And I don't utilize none of her daddy money. None. And I finance everything when it comes to her. I don't even have my dog Shango anymore. My son has him. And I still finance him. Why you don't take my advice? I got behind in my mortgage handling my spiritual business. And in 7 days, I paid 4 months. With my mortgage, I paid my mortgage so fast the computer could not keep up with me. He was sending out letters based on what it had calculated. And my payments that were coming in so fast were coming in too fast for it to calculate. Because most people that get behind 3 months can't catch up. Bitch, I can get behind 8 months with my mortgage and catch it up. And you don't want to take no advice from me. You don't want to take no advice from me about sex. You don't want to take no advice from me about money. You don't want to take no advice about me from family. You could have never handled the situation in your family the way that I have handled it, publicly or privately. And you don't want to take no advice. You don't want to take advice about economics, equity, inclusion, my advice about how to operate through racism, whether on the job or whether in the business sector, whether you are in the ATRs and how to navigate the foolishness that is there in the ATRs and the prejudice that exists as a black man or woman. I mean, you know, I'm successful in everything that I do. Now Padrino is saying that the Oba saying he in out of the country and he not gonna be able to do my ceremony of Oduduwa until December the 11th. Fine, I don't care, as long as I get it before my birthday. That's what the original plan. But I was gonna try to get it as early as possible because I don't like putting off today for tomorrow. But it's still according to plan. So I spend my birthday weekend in Tampa. Now I got to figure out some shit because I don't really like the lifestyle that a lot of them people live in Tampa. I done been to them all. I'm not impressed. I done seen the men there. I done seen the women there. I'm not impressed. I'd rather buy some ass than to fish around them ponds. I'm 52 years old. I have no reason to lie. Oh, your birthday is on the 11th? Let me tell y'all something. I want you to have some shame that Kanish has come in and show more confidence in the advice and the guidance, with you having all the evidence and the testimonies that you have, and you are not investing more, you're investing less. And you want me to respect that. You want to call me father, you want to call me God daddy, you want all these associations. But where's your hand? You ain't ashamed? I get better advice than your mama and your daddy. If you go speak to your great grandma, she ain't smarter than me. I prove that. The things she fear, I don't fear those because of what I've been through. I have more than most black people. Therefore, I'm accustomed to dealing with more pressure than the average black person. Why wouldn't you take advice from somebody? If somebody is rejecting you, I can show you how to maneuver. If somebody trying to move in too fast, I can help you discern why they trying to do that. I teach people stuff that help them have a better life. I've been offering these for $170. You know who the first one that bought these from me? Kanisha. Not none of y'all. Demetrius ordered one. I would be embarrassed if I was going around talking about how much somebody meaning me, and I'm the last one, if not even at all, show up. How can what I'm saying out of my mouth line up? I've told people this for years. You're not gonna call me Superman and treat me like Clark Kent. You're not gonna call me a seer and act like I don't know what I'm seeing. You're not gonna call me an extraterrestrial and don't act like I'm not out of this world. I'm not gonna allow you to do that. I defeat things that you could never stand up to. Kanish, these ain't up but $170. I'm gonna support my leader. The business ain't up but $1,900. And I know if Apostle Ely into it, he gonna make things happen. So all I gotta do is line my duckies up. That's life, y'all. When you ain't got enough sense to ride the train that's going in the direction that you claim that you're trying to go in, to make sure, let me tell you something. This young lady, if she had done what I told her to do, she would have been ahead of the game. And you know what? She don't want to talk about that. She don't want me to reiterate over and over how what she going through now is so unnecessary. Why get advice from your spiritual advisor and you're not going to apply it? Why get advice for your financial advisor and you're not going to utilize it? Why allow your consultant to consult with you and not take their advice? Why are they there? I need y'all to answer that. What am I in your life for? Why aren't you utilizing what I'm giving you out of my relationship with you? How can you say your life is better because of me and you're not trying to endeavor to get better? All you want to do is complain about how other people are treating you that don't have my mentality. Why did you think they gonna have my mentality? Because if they had my mentality, you wouldn't have found me. There would be no need for me. Everything around you is like you. You're looking for something different. That's why I'm in your life. I need y'all to really think about it. What's the purpose of you being a tribal member if you ain't acting tribal? What's the reason to be a part of a covenant and you don't act like you're a part of it? What is the part of talking about you a beehive and you ain't about protecting the queen? Why are you involved in ancestry magic and you ain't about the ancestor? Y'all make that make sense. If I'm as bad as you say, not what I say, if I'm anything like you have declared, why aren't you measuring up? You supporting everybody else that ain't like me. You being there for everybody else that is not like me. And you want me to be happy about that? You're sitting at my table, done pull my fruit from my tree, and sitting there telling me how delicious my fruit is. And you take the energy from my fruit and go and share and enjoy with other people. And you wonder why you get treated the way you get treated. If I'm good enough to stick with you when your back is up against the wall, when your back come off that wall, why you change? Only way you gonna change if what you were doing was just using me. And I keep telling y'all, if you want to have a transactional relationship, fine. Drop all the I love yous, drop all the chiefs. No, you can address me from a professional standpoint, but trying to act like you appreciate, don't cut all that shit. Cut it all. I don't need it. I don't need somebody to applaud me that ain't really happened for me. I'm utterly disgusted with the idea that some of y'all think that I should accept your piss poor behavior when I've never given you that type of service. I don't care how I've been feeling. I make sure that you are in the best position possible until I get better. I have people tell me, Dad, I got to go to work. You going to go out there and make crumbs when I got enough goddamn money to pay for your bills for the whole entire month. You the stupidest bitch I ever seen. When my grandma was going through, what my mom looked like going to a job when her mother is a multimillionaire. Bitch, you crazy. All hands on deck. Fuck your job. The queen bee is in trouble. Moses' hands are shaking. Stabilize them. Because as long as Moses' hands are up, we win. Whether it's small or great, you should be contributing. Because these waters heal me. These waters here protect me. These waters right here revive me. If I can be having a bad day and I can hear something that Chief say can make my day so much better, I'm going to support that. That's one thing Bo has always been supported. And ain't never met me one single day. I don't help you pay bills. I don't want you to feel bad. I want you to get on this, just like I told you to expose my black ass. I want you to expose how good I've been to you and you treated me like shit. And when I told you you can't smear that human feces on me, you got mad with me. I want you to tell the people how many times you walked off when I was offering you an opportunity and that man drugged your ass and you expected me to pick you up. Your family turned their back on you soon as they ciphered everything that I gave to you. Be a real woman. Be a real man. You wouldn't be as a man since you met Apostle Ela. I don't want to taught you how to have business. I don't want to taught you how to have pride and dignity. Mother Susan on here. Minister Mario, son of a Josie. Didn't he tell you he wasn't like what you seeing now? He wasn't nothing like that. Sharonda met Mario when I first met him. He has never taken no credit for who he became for himself. He has always given me the credit, even down to his very life. But you leave me and go out among other people and try to play a great wonder. Let me teach y'all something. Never get into a mode of dealing with people that fuck over you and that you don't know how to change modes when you find people that invest in you. When people consider your tears, don't manipulate those people. When people consider your hunger, don't manipulate those people. When people consider your well-being, when they're not here to take up from you. Sharonda been knowing me over 30 years. I've never fucked her a day in my life. But she driven my cars. She stayed in my houses. Sharonda ain't the only one. Mother Susan got 2 biological children. And I take care of Mother Susan better than both of her kids. And I don't ask them for shit. How you mad with me? I treat you just like I would treat my mother. You should be ashamed how y'all deal with me. You should be ashamed of their level of advice. I can get better advice from my nieces and my nephews. And you always mad about something. But it's always because you don't want to acknowledge your bullshit that you live. I can take 2 months of my mortgage and catch you up for 6 months. And still have time enough to catch up my 2 months. And you don't want to take my advice? Did not, when I got to the car lot, if I was bullshitting and I bullshitting with my ministry, would I been able to get that car off that car lot? Was I not talking absolute shit at that car lot? And I was about to walk out because that how that black man handled me? Sharonda could never done that. You're looking at somebody actually practicing what they preach. Not allowing other people to walk over him. It's so ridiculous. You can't even afford my advice. And you have the nerve not to take it? I'm trying to help you stay in the game for you and yours. I'm trying to help you not be embarrassed of having all this fucking positive thinking and no results. Do you know how many doctors and nurses have to hear y'all black people talking about how much y'all believe in God and they sitting there taking their medicine? Not Apostle Ely. My doctor talking about, what are you doing? What's happening? Your doctors have to listen to how much you believe God and watch them results fall to the ground and then pronounce your ass dead. Not Apostle Ely. And you don't want my advice? Minister Mario was in the hospital in a coma. Technically, clinically dead. And I told Mario before that even went down, I said, worst case scenario, if you die, I'll come get you. Do you not know how glad he was I wasn't out there talking no bullshit? that I was really a child of the dead, I was a natural born necromancer, I can actually talk to death and negotiate, and they brought him back. And when he died again, they brought him back. And when I told God, I said, I can't even get mad with you because you already done gave him time. Even though I'm mad about it. Because he gonna leave me with these fucking people that don't give a damn about me. Because it didn't matter what Minister Mario was feeling. He won't ride with me. I don't care if he was throwing up. If we had to pull to the side of the road for him to throw up, he wasn't going to let me go to Miami by myself. But you went on your job. You took your shift. But when you were fighting for your life, I stopped what I was doing and came to your aid. You see how this shit work? Y'all disgusting. To be blaming people for mistreating you, and you gonna treat a man of God the way you do, and you don't got no shame. I can take you to rags to riches. I can bring you out of some of the most darkest places in your life. I have done this over and over and over. And you don't have to get into voodoo. You don't have to get into Santeria. You ain't got to do. Just take my advice. Have your money. I tell everybody, don't get broke. I don't care what's going on in this life. Do not get broke because you need money to get what you need done. And if you show me that you really want to win, I'm going to help you. Everybody can show you something now. But when your ass back was against the wall, my advice was good enough. And I brought you out of that. Now you got a couple dollars. You can make everybody think you doing so much for yourself. Let me tell y'all something. When my grandmother died, everybody's world changed. And everybody's world changed because nobody was going to get up and do what she was doing for everybody. If you die today or tomorrow, them same people you doing all that for ain't gonna give a fuck about you. You will be lucky that they bring a plastic flower from Dollar General. Because whatever happens and they contribute to your life existence, if it don't happen at the funeral and burial ground, they won't be back. If they be back, it'll be because they going to somebody's funeral and they might walk by your grave if you lucky. They might walk over by your grave to pass gas not to be around other people and realize that that's you down there. You don't know how to honor the dead because you don't have respect for yourself. If you had respect for your own essence, you would have respect for the essence of other people, no matter where they fall in your ancestral line. My degree of honesty is rare. How can you afford not to listen? To get the raw truth for somebody to tell you like a T.I. is. And if I bring up what I done for you, you're not mad because I did it for you, because you want people to believe that you're in a place that you're not. That you have intelligence that you do not possess. I am beating COVID, a man-made virus. Every virus that we are experiencing in the United States of America is man-made. America has the blueprint from Hitler, Germany, of chemical warfare. While they talking about what Putin are utilizing chemical against their people, that's what America doing to us. They just call it vaccination. They just call it spraying the atmosphere. And we accept that shit. If people wasn't trying to make use, I was telling Mother Susan, with all the taxpayers' money that go to the federal government, should our life really be in that condition? If you take your tax refund every year, your life gonna get better. If you buying the stuff and investing the stuff that you should be, things get better. How do people getting all this kind of money and things are not changing? It has nothing to do with, what's up, Demetri? Have nothing to do with the money. It's what they spending the money. The reason why you guys can sit there and watch the growth of Apostolic Faith of Jesus Christ Incorporated, because I'm constantly reinvesting. You can't tell somebody that you believe in something and you're not constantly reinvesting. You're not listening to their advice. You want to make about me calling Demetrius' name. You don't want to make it about that he has already been where you have not been, and he have already experienced certain things you have not experienced. And when he tell you Apostle Ely is when he tell you to get the egg on stick, when he telling you do this and do that, please sir and ma'am do it. You have a grown ass man that you don't do nothing for, offering his experience and his advice that he don't have to do that for you, and you still stupid. You still think it's about getting something out of you. You're so dumb. How I'm trying to get something out of you when I already been living this lifestyle all my life? If I did nothing with my life, I still wasn't gonna have property because I was gonna inherit it. I could have been living on my family property all the whole time. I didn't need to get a house. I couldn't be letting my mama and my family take care of me. I wanted my own personal independence. That's why it's such an insult. I share stuff that you don't even understand what you read. I don't want to make it available or enlighten your mind to those things that you have read. You never saw it like that. You will sit here and eat from my table and not even tip. You have the day that you deserve, sir and man. When I think enough of you to give you advice that helps your life, you should respect that. I'm doing what your daddy won't do for you. I'm doing what your mama can't do for you. What more proof do you need? How much honest can I really be? What can I present to you to give you enough trust to want better? To not wait to Donald Trump administration cut down and now you holler about you can't take care of your baby. When I'm already offering you a way out before it ever comes. Because what's in your mind of making yourself look like you are somewhere that you're not. Instead of getting prepared for this storm that is coming. Because these people don't care about young, old, crippled, crazy, gay, straight, bi, religious, non-religious, Paulo, Santeria. They care about one thing: re- resounding white people and white men. And I know they talking about white men that are straight, but I ain't seen a straight white man since I've been living. Because if you are a straight white man, you do not have to over masculate yourself. If you are a man, you're just a man. There's no emphasis. You don't know how to talk about alpha or none of that. If you want to lead the pack as a kangaroo, you know you got to beat that bitch ass. If you want to be the head of the pack, you got to show the other pack that you're worthy to be followed. If you want to be the grizzly, you got to be the motherfucking bear. You can't be a grizzly and not be a bear. It's not rocket science. I am offering you a way out before this thing collapses. And you think you got time. You got to think you got time to maneuver. The Bible talks about woe to the woman that has her child when winter comes. Children, winter is not coming. It's here. And you're not prepared. And I'm trying to offer you in real time when the angel came to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, they were still trying to leave. But they had been warned that Sodom and Gomorrah were going to be destroyed. Even with warnings, that does not mean people are prepared to go. You know why, even in my area, why people die in storms? Because they believe they're going to be all right. Fuck the facts. Fuck the fact that my trailer already being lifted off the ground just with a regular rainstorm. You want me to sympathize your death when you are too ignorant to search for high ground. You're suffering needless defeat. That's why I'm using Kanisha as an example. The only reason why she has them testimony because she's serious about her life. Other than that, she be in the same shape that a lot of y'all here. She think she got time. If you don't believe that tomorrow is promised to no man, why are you sitting not doing with everything you can do in today? No matter where you at in life. Why aren't you taking every 24 hours that day to doing everything you could possibly do? So if the day like this, because did I expect to have the virus? No. But because of all the things that I took care of, it put me in a position to be able to handle this a lot better than most. And I've been teaching this way of thinking forever. Why don't you take the advice? What is about my life that you can't be inspired? As a man, as a father, as a son, as a man of God, as a conjurer, a mystic. Look at how I flex on all these Latino people. You could never. I know they don't like it, but there ain't a damn thing you can do about it. Look at how I address my family as the matriarch. Could you ever articulate? I'm straight in my family even in my sickness. I got 3 sons that really, in my opinion, don't really fuck with me until they need me. I done seen this over and over. Because everybody can tell you something until you get in trouble. Until your hands are dry, until your well is dry, until your brook has dried up, now all of a sudden I become smart. When the city gets sieged, all of a sudden my wisdom is so valuable. When I've been telling your ass this the whole time. So you don't have to get in the predicament. But I'm never going to tell you what to do, because if you don't want it for yourself, why would I want it for you? I don't care if you young, old, I got something for your ass. If you want to have something. I don't care if you gay, I don't care if you straight, I don't care if you bisexual, I don't give a goddamn if you transsexual. If you take my advice, your life will be better. Because universal law applies to everybody. Whether you got a degree on the wall or don't. Universal law applies to us all. And if you want to grow, I can show you how to grow. Whether you got $20, whether you got $10, whether you got $5, whether you got a coupon, whether you got a goddamn voucher, I can show you how to rock and roll with that. I can work. I'm a conjurer. This is why when you're a conjurer, you can utilize anything to manifest your intention. There's no excuse. You rather buy fingernail polish than to invest in your future. You're not going to know you're stupid until down the road. Because right now you think you're smart. You think you're doing what is necessary. You think you got it going on. You don't know that the jokers are going to be on you in a couple days. Because you ain't going to be prepared for what they're doing. And you know what I'm sick of hearing? Y'all, I'm sick of hearing people tell me, Apostle, yours right. I'm so sick of hearing that. Apostle, yours right. Daddy, yours right. Bro, you was right. Unc, you was right. I'm a seer. That means I can not only see my way, I can see your way. You know why? Because God gonna reveal it to me. Because of my relationship. One thing I said about Minister Mario, anything he saw me doing, he was trying to replicate it. Because if it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me. Mr. Mario was fat when I met him. And he said to many people, this is the best I ever felt in my body in all my life. I bring a beautiful quality to people's life because I live a quality and qualified life. I'm a charm one. What part of it you don't understand? What part of it you don't want to hear the advice from the oracle? Bump what divinational tools they're using. What does their advice do for you? Why would you sit down in somebody's chair and office that have the track record that I have and not take my advice? I don't want to. Why are you spending your hard work money to get a consultation from a spiritual advisor and an expert and a consultant and not take my advice? What did you? I don't understand that. You know why I'm going to the spell, the millionaire spell is gonna have the Jade Emperor, which really Jupiter, my energy, and my ancestors that were living millionaires in life. Why wouldn't I go to them when I'm trying to get to that status? It's not rocket science. You can't do the money work that I do because your people don't have the type of money that you're looking for. Demetrius is a conjurer. I believe him asking me for money oil is smart. I can elevate him to spaces and places to make his life better. Even though he don't do conjure on his own. That's why I keep talking about because even though he's gifted, he got enough sense to say, I'm finna hook on this train. And I can get to my destination faster through Apostle Ely. Let me tell y'all something. Demetrius is very into Kim Bonner. You know what he told me? Real talk. He said, Apostle, if you don't get into Kim Bonner, I don't care. I ain't going nowhere. What I done seen out of you already, whether I go to Apollo or whatever, I already know I'm gonna be good. So I don't give, I ain't say give a fuck, but that's what he said. He don't really care. I done seen too much out of you to worry about whether you can do it or not. I know that you're honestly trying to get that done, but if you can't get it done, I'm still good. I'm still gonna win. Some of y'all ain't even got enough sense to do that. When I'm around this man, I eat better snacks. I get better pussy. I get better ass. I get better. Not just feeling better, I get live better. And you so impressed by better that you don't understand what wealthy is, what well-being is. All you need to have is better. Truronda should be scuffling and Monique should be scuffling like a motherfucker to get their ignorant sticks, to get the in this business. There's certain people around me, they're gonna let Mother Susan beat them to the wrong. And she on a fixed income. I really want you to think about that. I want people to really say, and Truronda is here, what you saw me go into any form of business, I was successful. When you can't say that anything that is meant, I was working at UPS as a black American man in a racist company. And I excelled to the top. I even became the head shop steward. What have I not been successful at? Even when I lose, I win. I take losses when they're necessary. Because that's smartness. That's the reason the Bible talks about pruning of the tree. Sometimes you got to lose some leaves and some stem to be able to produce growth. That's why Fantasia said sometimes you got to lose to win. Sometimes you got to cut off them dead ends to get some new growth. And if you're a real businessman or woman, you would know that. Sometimes you got to invest in order to produce. My grandma always said, you got to, in order to make money, it takes money to make money. Y'all trying to make money and not without attracting money. If I can help my family stay out of jail, I can help my family produce their property and they rental money. Why can't I advise you? Just help me understand. I done had people in my family at death door. The doctor was telling them that they only have so much time, and they still here. What I give a fuck about what a doctor diagnosed somebody? They told my grandmother to go prepare for my mother's burial. And if she lived, she would be a vegetable and she would never have kids. And I'm sitting here at 52 years old. When a doctor told Kiki in my church that's a RN to go home because she gonna pass her daughter. This is the I don't understand y'all. She a RN and she listen at the doctor. But she come to her pastor, her spiritual advisor, that take his prayer cloth and wrap around her and tell her that she not gonna pass that child. And she got that Leo here living and talking all kind of shit right now. Her oldest daughter. Brother Johnny got grandchildren right now because of me. And he don't all he do is text me. He don't send me no money. He don't do none of that. I fix your problem and you listen to me less. I'm smart. I've been doing this for years. I have overcome so much. So if everybody is telling the truth now and telling the truth about Apostle Ely, isn't it rational why he has lack of understanding why you can't take my advice? And what would be my purpose of deceiving you? What what has Demetrius heard from me? If Demetrius, if you don't mind, sir, I give you permission to blast my ass. What about my spiritual teaching and the classes that I have taught gives you pause that I don't know the fuck I'm doing? In your experience and your expertise, do you feel like I'm qualified to continue teaching and talking and sharing on any social media platform based off your experience? What about anything that I've discussed that you have found fault with or you found not true? If you don't mind, kind sir, I need you to blast my ass. You're a Gemini. If anybody can read a bitch, a Gemini can. Tell these people what have you heard me teach and got a part of that you have found later that the information that I gave was non-factual, untrue. It had you were in the position that you could not utilize that information. Could you tell these people how a lying ass I really am? How much of a phony I really am? Please, sir, you are a fellow conjurer. You are a fellow mystic. You are a fellow reader. He says, I told him to put my ass on blast. He said, you're more than qualified. I can't blast you because there's nothing that you said. Wait a minute. That's nothing to blast you for. And Demetri has spent thousands with me. Not hundreds. Not hundreds, y'all. Thousands. And his synopsis on this day that I'm more than qualified. I'm gonna ask again. If Kingmaker was here, she traveled all over the world. She's the author. She has several businesses. And she said, I've never met anybody spiritually, a preacher like Apostle Ely. Minister Mari, son of Achosi, auntie said, the only type of power that I can see that is in comparison to what Apostle Ely has is what I saw in Haiti. And how many know that Haiti is my first religion, tradition? When people are able to say that, and Haitian people have lost miserably against me when they came against me. When Haitian people are afraid of me, and I'm a black American man, why wouldn't you take advice from me? That's all I'm saying. What makes you believe that you can afford not to listen? These videos are golden because they're factual and they're truthful. Not just the ones today. If you go back 10 years, 20 years, you can still grow if you want to grow. What's up, Tattoo? Hello, Chief. I've been watching on TV and just want to say that you are the real McCoy. Let me ask y'all some real shit. If you can catch your wife, your husband, your mama, your daddy, your brother, your sister, your brother, and cousin in a lie, you have caught your bosses in lie. You have caught your side piece in lie. And you can honestly say that you have never caught a posse either telling a lie. And all you can say is no lies detected. Why aren't you taking this advice? Are you trying to hurt yourself? Why would I share these products on my lie if they didn't work? Why would I share? Why I would talk about the business? I even told some people, I said, don't worry, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna be right there. Come here to make this money. Why when you listen to somebody, no matter what they do, to come out on top? Ifa, I ain't Ifa. Voodoo, Hoodoo, Obia, Ocha, Lukumi, Santeria, and I'm talking shit all the way through. I was talking shit in Ocha when I was a babe, a newborn. I was talking about our Chucky. I'm baby kid. Fuck with me. I might be a babe in this religion, but I'm full grown on Haitian voodoo. And I whoop they motherfucking ass. And I smiled the whole way. And sometimes I cry because I was missing Minister Mario. But they ain't causing my tears. I give y'all facts. I let y'all read what they are saying about me in tradition. They ain't never seen nothing like it. They so nervous. They so afraid. And you don't want to listen to me. Kanish, I will make your doctors. I will make your doctors regret the day that they passed the medical exam. Because I will make them look like they don't know what the fuck they talking about. All you got to do is stick with the apostle. Get your money right, and and let me do what I do best. I can go right now to that same doctor. I got the money and the time. I'm retired. And tell that lady, I thought you told me that I never get above 11. Why is my hemoglobin 15.5? I know the bitch can't explain it. You got all them degrees and you getting paid all that money, but you out here killing people because you don't know the fuck you talking about. Everybody with a badge on and a degree don't mean they know what the fuck they talking about. I'm a healer and a deliverer. I'm an example of the same magic that I usher into the universe. You're looking at me right now. There's no filter. There is absolutely no filter. And I'm telling you I got COVID. And I'm telling you my age. And it, like Mother Susan said, she said, Apostle Ely. She called me Apostle. She said, Apostle, if I didn't know you, and I'm being honest, I would think you lying about your sickness. I would literally think you lying because you don't look sick. She said, I worked in the hospital. I know what sick look like. Tree work in the hospital. She know what sickness look like. I do not look sick. And you don't want to take my advice? My dick is still getting hard. At 52 years old, almost 53, I can fuck a young piece of ass. And you don't want to listen to me? You don't want to listen at me? What aspect of life that I'm not representing? You don't want to listen at me how to dress? I ain't got no style. I don't have no finesse. You don't want to listen to me? I can't give you no advice of how to walk this thing, how to talk this thing. I can't tell you diddly. I can't give you no advice on relationship because I've been divorced twice. And both of my wives asked me to remarry them. I can't give you no advice. I can call my exes and they'll feed me right now. But I can't give you no advice. Okay. I got people trying to marry me right now. Men and women. And I can't give you no advice. No advice. I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. I'm just an extraterrestrial. What do I know? I don't know how to make money on a Monday or Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday or Friday or Saturday or Sunday. What do I know? But everybody want to tell me, Apostle Ely, you are so informative. You are so knowledgeable. You're a genius. You're so smart. But I can't take your advice. You have 3 sons. They're all free. You came from up in the family that you couldn't have been a drug dealer. But you are a retired UPS man and a preacher with a business. But you can't give me no advice. I can't tell you nothing. I can't tell you nothing about heartbreak, disappointment. I just can't tell you shit. Yes, I'm winning. Yes, I'm victorious. Yes, I'm making a way that is astounding to people. But my advice, I'm trying to help you turn your dark days into noondays. I'm trying to help you turn these lemons into lemonade, but you don't want to take my advice. You have literally watched people try to sour my situation, and you watch me turn that around. And you don't want to take my advice. You have seen me as somebody that was not picked by my family. Seen me rule and super rule. But I can give you no advice. I can give you advice about being a white sheep, a black sheep, a brown sheep, or a purple sheep. I can't tell you shit. I can't tell you about the valley low. I can't tell you about the mountain top. And I done been both places. I done had some of the most professional spiritualists train me and made millions of dollars. and I make more money than you make, but I can give you no advice. Hmm. Peculiar, 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 peculiar. Everywhere I go, everybody talking about how massive my powers are, and people of powerful backgrounds honor me and bow down to me, but I can't give you no advice. Mm, mm, peculiar. That's all I got to say. I appreciate y'all that decided to stay and to listen, but I really want you to take out time tonight, not a lot of time, and ask yourself, why do I even listen to Apostle? Because if I'm not going to take his advice, what's the point? I love you back. What's the point? What's the point of him giving knowledge, wisdom, understanding to Black American people if we're not gonna take it? If we're gonna still get caught up in what's to come, as though we were not 401. Instead of being in position, I'm still playing with money. What good is your money in your 401k and your savings if you did? Could you answer that question to me? What good is it for you to get more contracts if you did? I'm just trying to figure out what sense does that make. If I don't get Oduduwa, I'm still a king. Still a famous man. None of that's gonna change. All I can do is amass more. But infamous, I am. I come from an infamous family. But I can't give you no advice. You may be even known where you come from, but you're not well known. I can give you no advice. When it's all said and done, we're going to see who was right. And when I look around and I don't see you on the back of that train, I'm not going to have no sympathy for you. I don't care who you is. You can be my mom. I will have absolutely. I'm a Sagittarius. Moon is Aries and rise sign is Pisces. I told the tree, I don't have no sympathy for you. You willingly ignore my advice. And I have given you, I said, you can't even prove that I've given you bad advice. I said, all the men that you have brought before me, which one of them I was incorrect? When you can tell a man that not one of the people that you brought before him that you were incorrect, and you still don't want to listen, why would I feel sorry for you? You deserve to be hurt. You don't listen. You hard-headed. If you were not listening to me because you found me being incorrect, I can understand that. Mother Susan, when I have ever given you bad advice? And she the mother church. She been there a little over 6 years. I want you to blast my ass because you like to say slick shit on the side. But tell them, where did I give you bad advice? Financially, economically, spiritually, regarding your family, regarding your daughter, regarding your son. Like, go ahead. I'm gonna give you the opportunity. Blast my motherfucking ass. I'm still Chief Apostle Ely, and I'm giving you permission. Go ahead and blast me. What bad advice I gave you about your health, your own body? This blasting night. Master Blaster. Blast my motherfucking ass. Let these people know that you 70 years old and this motherfucker done gave me bad advice and I done got put out my house. I done lost this, I done lost that. Listen to this motherfucker. Go ahead, Mother Susan. Go ahead and type away. God damn it. Type away in front of all these people watching me. Blast my motherfucking ass at 52. Go ahead, please. I applaud. I applaud you. You know why I'm doing this? That's how hurt I am. I'm so hurt that I would rather you expose to me in the public that I have done something to you for you not to trust me. I have behaved in a way that you have a reason not to take my counsel. That I have done something as a leader, and that I have done something as a person, that I have done something as a father, as a son, as a brother, that give you pause. Why wouldn't you trust me? What did I do? What did I say that you would get into a position? You want to tell everybody on the platform you trusted me with your life, but you always challenge my advice. Men have feelings too. You have watched me, how people have tried to pull the rug from under my feet. You have watched people walk off from me and knowing I had a need for them. And I still made it. Why are you saying never? But you won't take my advice. What did I prove why you should distrust me as an elderly woman? Where in anything that in your 6 years that I brought you to my house and mistreated you? That you were on a trip with me and because you didn't have money, Apostle Ely didn't feed me. Explain to these people how nasty and foul and vile I am. I've tried to take advantage of your daughter, your nephew, Ian. Just tell them in your 6 years why you should not be taking my advice. How I bought you clothes, cigarettes, tequila, paid for your traveling. You had been in Florida. You got a biological daughter. Would not even allow you the opportunity to experience Epcot. And I personally don't even like Epcot. But I took you and you paid not one red cent. Not a cent. I treated you like a mother. Just like I do stuff for my own biological mother. Why wouldn't you take my advice? Y'all don't think I'm tired helping people? And I'm the last person when I help you that you want to help, that you want to support, and I haven't given you no reason? I've given you better birthdays than your family have. What I want y'all to know about me, to get my healing, I got to be around people that actually value my advice. Because I'm tired of dealing with people that act like I don't give it good advice, good counsel, and good guidance. That I don't live a victorious life. And I know that I don't have to do the things that I do. And you think I'm going to still be here. I'm not. I'm not. And I don't have to die not to be here. I don't want to keep dealing with your bullshit. I asked Sharonda, I said, has your mother, has your father, and all the men you married and was with have ever taken you to a better restaurant than I did? And she said, no, but you won't take my advice. I treat my sister good. I treat my nephews and nephew, nieces and nephew good. I'm good to people. And you don't want to take my advice because I practice the black arts. Because I'm deeply entrenched in the ATRs. I don't even look my age. And you don't want to take my advice? I just think it's so crazy. And I wonder why people keep showing up and you don't want to take my advice. Or you take my advice depending on where you are in your life. Like my wisdom expires or something. I don't need you to be under me in order for me to help you. That's like me saying I need my kids to stay in my house in order to be their parent. No, hell I don't. I need you to go out there in the world and get your own. And I'm still your parent. It's called growth. I'm not afraid to grow, and I'm not afraid to allow people to grow up and around me or out from me. Give me the proof why you refuse to listen to me. Show me the evidence that I stifle people growth. Please do. And everyone that have left my church trying to outdo me, that's why they're going through. I'm charmed. I'm not trying to become powerful. I was born powerful. So I have no reason to try to hinder you from power. I'm trying to turn your life around so you don't be out there chasing crumbs. You're not even chasing slices. And I got a problem if you were chasing slices because the bread belongs to the children of God. I'm done. I want y'all to, you may not, this is an extra long video, but you may not look back on this video much, but I would really appreciate it. If you're going to deal with me moving on, please respect who you say that I am to you. And if you respect me to be like that to you, then value my advice. Stop acting like I'm your enemy. Because I know how to be an enemy. Stop acting like that I want the worst for you. No, the truth is, you want the worst for you. Because I live the best I can live. And therefore, why would I want you to live anything different? If you can't find a reader to verify that I'm not genuine and I'm not the, I don't know what happened. If you can't get that to be verified, sir and ma'am, then stop treating me like I don't know what I'm doing. Stop it. Stop treating me like I don't know what I'm talking about. And don't ask me questions if you're not going to do it. I don't like wasting my time. And especially if you're not going to Zelle me or PayPal me, I feel like I wasted my time. I don't know what a lot of people expect me, but I'm really over a lot of stuff, and I'm only taking those people that show me genuine appreciation and willing to invest in what we're doing here for the greater good of all people. When the truth of the matter is, I'm doing all this not for me. I'm doing this for our people because I'm in a position to get it done. And if anybody should do it, I should do it, but I shouldn't have to do it alone. I shouldn't have to take from my resources and put myself in danger to do this, and you don't benefit, and you don't turn around and pour back on the same tree that gives you shade. That's all I'm saying. It's sad, y'all, how we treat people like me, and we wonder why we read the things we read. We don't have an explanation. I kept asking her, how do you have the heart to do the things you do? You would never be there for me like I'm there for you. Never. If you had done to me what I no, if I had done to you what you did to me, you wouldn't give me the time of day. I don't understand y'all. The opportunity that I give y'all, none of these people will give you those opportunities. And you still sitting around here. Oh, I got to pay my rent. I got to pay. All right. Keep on putting off today for tomorrow. And when you ain't got the money, don't look to me. Because I'm not going to feel sorry for you. While you can, do what you can. Don't put off till the date for tomorrow. Because you don't know what you're going to have to do. All of my children are grown and they all are males. So I don't have that. Yeah, some of y'all got daughters. And you out here making these kind of stupid moves. All right? That's why some of these men and people experiencing their loved ones getting hung because they think they got time. They don't think it's real out here. All right? God bless.